Hey, Adam Culbertson here. Before we begin, we got a promo from another independent podcast, so when you finish this episode, make sure you go and check them out.
Yo, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are TGOT, those guys over there at podcast. We're just five guys with the shits and giggles. I'm one of your five hosts, Big Tom, but you know I got the band with me.
What's good? It's your boy Jeff.
Tim, always lit.
This is Phil.
This is the Graft, a.k.a. Pennywise, a.k.a. Save It, bitches. We are the bar conversation that you overhear, but you can't get all of it. Here, you'll hear the whole shit.
Facts.
Steal your mind for eldritch horrors of the universe unknown. For what is to follow is a tale of intrigue, mystery, and madness. You're listening to Microphones and Monsters. Yeah, it's like a grabbing claw. Like it's just a big. It's like clamps.
It is
like he's clamped your throat and he's holding you in the air.
Mm-hmm.
So now, Julian has to use an action to get out of that unless the thing lets him go on its own.
Or I could cast a spell and take an opportunity attack.
Okay.
Well, like grappled, the DC, the escape DC would be 12 on your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't think there's any more for that.
Mm-mm.
Like, as a matter of fact, like grappling anymore pretty much just means you're not able to move. You can still
yeah,
do
right.
spells or
That's
take
right.
You
We
just
talked
can't
about
move.
this when your tail came out.
Yeah, his feet aren't touching the ground. He can't move.
Yeah, like you're stuck exactly where you are.
Pretty definitive.
And there might be other things that happen with it, but you're still able to cast spells or attack as normal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're not stunned.
Okay.
Is the guy still in the Moonbeam, or did he move out of it to get Julian?
He walked out of it and he got to he's in the hallway with Julian up in the air.
Cool.
Aleister.
So quick question. How far in front of the Moonbeam is the one that moved now?
To get out in the hallway, 20 feet.
He's 20 feet in front of it now?
Yeah.
And how far behind the Moonbeam is the other one?
Because you were reaching back towards the back of the
Right.
room. Yeah, so 10 feet.
Okay. Victor's on the door side of the Moonbeam, isn't he?
Victor is in the back.
No.
With the
Victor's
other
on
one.
with the
You went
one
all
in the
the way
back.
around to the one in the back?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't,
Oh,
I
he's
didn't
in
want to get
between
near
that.
the Moonbeam.
He's in between the Moonbeam and the construct.
Okay, I completely
the
misunderstood
reanimated.
That is a horrible place to be.
He's
I'll
not.
be all right.
He's not very smart. We know this.
I said that he wasn't smart. He only has a couple options right now.
Like, he's directly in between the Moonbeam and it.
He totally is. Yes.
I only have 31 hit points. Don't move the Moonbeam on top of me, please.
All he know is sword, bite, and claw.
Yeah, I haven't gotten used to having the
Okay.
long-range weapon, and I didn't know how much damage it would do on a guy.
So how
Not much.
deep is the room? Like from the door to the back wall, how far is it?
30 feet.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do.
All right.
I'm going to actually go into the room hopefully no viscous or anything else that I need to try and avoid. But we're going to go into the room. We're going to go back towards like one of the back corners. Let's just say, like, does the right side or the left side look a little clearer?
We'll say left side.
Okay. So I'm going to go into the room, back toward the back left corner. I've got 40 feet of movement, so that should at least get me really close to that.
Yeah,
Yeah?
totally. Like that could get you to the. Yeah.
Okay. Now, I'm going to use Eldritch Blast. And
All right.
I am going to...
The
because
audience is shocked.
Getting to level... I know, right? Getting to level 5, I now get 2 beams. Yay.
Ooh.
So we are going to... We're going to actually fire 1 at each of them.
Okay.
I'm just going to get like really tricky with it and just kind of like use my tongue to split the beam.
Okay.
But
And
as I'm
it
actually-
charges up from your tail and goes through the
absolutely.
streaks.
Like you see
Yes.
the like the lines on the side of me like kind of start filling up purple, like from tail to head, like and like when it gets all the way up, like then like the blast will just come out of my mouth, just split like off in both directions. So first we'll do the roll against the one that's at the back of the room where
Okay.
Victor is. Because this one I think is the more important one, I'm going to go ahead and use the card.
Okay.
So that'll make it 22.
That's the which one?
The one in the back next to where Victor is.
Okay. That hits, yeah.
And I'll go ahead and roll the other one now as well. Total is 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. So, sorry, spellcasting is complicated.
It is.
Did the Moonbeam end up moving?
Not yet.
Okay.
We'll get there.
Cool.
Don't worry, I've got a plan.
Thank you.
It only involves frying you in moonbeams.
No, it's not the plan.
Gotta find the right die because I don't have enough space to have them all laid out.
Yeah.
So, for the one that is next to Victor,
Mm-hmm.
it will be 12 damage. For the one that is grappling Julian, it will be 13 damage. And both of them are going to get knocked 10 feet away relative to where I am.
Okay. Yeah, so your Eldritch Blast splits off and blasts them both, knocking them 10 feet. The one in the hallway, he gets shoved up against the wall. He falls down, and the whirring stops, and he's got Julian still in the clamp, like he's laying on the floor with
I
Julian
saved you. It's close enough.
in the clamp, and the one in the back in front of Victor gets pushed 10 feet to the side.
Okay, and now for my bonus action, I'm going to move the Moonbeam onto the one that was next to Victor and is no longer.
Okay, and
Preferably in such a way so that Victor could still get up next to it if he so chose.
yeah, so it's like cutting the reanimated construct in half, basically, I guess.
Yeah.
Um,
and Victor obviously will know to not go into that Moonbeam.
And I failed the con save again.
Yay!
Good job.
The Moonbeam goes into it, like we said, cut it in half, and it just like kind of like disintegrates that half of the body, and it just falls over, and there's like black fluids coming out of the hoses and like the mechanical devices that are inside of that half of the body that's still on the ground.
Is it the same as the liquid that's basically caking the floor?
It's more like a oil kind of deal. It's not blood. It's like a mechanical oil.
A lubricant.
Yeah, lubricant. Hydraulic fluids, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Is combat over?
Yeah, combat's over.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to remove the clamp from my throat. First step.
Give me a strength check. No, I'm just kidding.
I pull out a hacksaw and sever the arm so I don't have to make a strength check.
The escape is a DC 12.
I was going to say, for like the 5th time in this campaign already, like 3 words. Or 3 syllables, I guess.
There you go.
Oh yeah, three syllables.
3 syllables. I want a closer look at this thing and figure out how it works / how it was made. I have a sneaking suspicion, but I want it confirmed.
Okay.
How it's made.
Let's say you're looking through the construct.
It's literally right in front of my
specifically, give me an investigation check.
Oh, here we go.
While he does that, Victor is going to thank Aleister for saving him.
For not roasting you alive.
Yes. Yes.
Like, why would you get it between?
That's a 25.
Okay. So you're going through it, and it's definitely very similar work that you've seen and done before. Shh. As your, well, I mean, this is your knowledge,
Yeah.
not anybody else's.
Especially not the listeners.
Like, you would have to share that for it to be out there for the other two to know. As you're going through it, you start to see this very thick kind of oozing substance start to seep out of holes throughout the body, through the eyes, the nose, gashes where the flesh or the skin has been kind of coming out, and it's kind of puddling on the floor, but you notice that it's kind of joining together. It starts moving towards the wall and seeps into a crack in the wall and disappears.
Is this also happening with the other body as well?
If anybody is looking at it, they would notice it.
Well, I think I was right next to one of them that got disintegrated in half with all that stuff coming right out of it.
You're pretty close to it anyway.
Yeah.
So again, Victor, you see what I just described, except for there's a crack in the floor, like the concrete. There's a crack in it, and you see it just seep down into that crack and disappear. This really thick, viscous,
And it sort of
black.
looks like it's doing it on purpose, like it's sort of moving.
Yeah, it's moving.
Okay.
I just
Like
want,
it puddles and slides in the crack.
I just want a point of clarification. Is this still like within the moonbeam, or is it outside of the moonbeam entirely?
It's outside of the moonbeam.
So like any of it that seemed to be seeping out in the moonbeam wasn't pooling up.
Yeah, well, the half of the body that was in the moonbeam got disintegrated by the moonbeam.
Right, and it's not like anything was leaking out that side or like anything noticeable.
No, just what was you just see it coming out of that the organs and the mechanical stuff inside the body, and it's just seeping out and goes in that crack in the floor, and for that back one.
Okay.
Curious.
Ew.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, it's a construct, and clearly it's some kind of flesh construct, but there seems like there's more to it.
Yeah, like there's like mechanical hoses and like hydraulic hoses and hoses for lubrication to run through the body, and big clamp hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Well, we still want to take my time to look at this, but we really don't have that kind of time right now, so we still need to find Gerbo.
You had never seen a full-on reanimation to the point that it was able to complete tasks or anything like that. You had never seen anything as sophisticated as this reanimated construct. Oh, that black thick ooze, you don't know what that is either.
Victor's just confused. He's very confused. You know, he's not quite. He saw the stuff go into the crack, and he just doesn't really know how to react. But he sees Julian looking at stuff, and he knows that Julian doesn't like being interrupted, which is why he's so quiet.
Okay.
Don't do that.
All right. So what do y'all want to do now?
I guess I'll drop the moonbeam.
All
I
right.
guess I'll drop the moonbeam, I guess.
I mean, it only lasts a minute, but you know.
Yeah, I think we still need to find Gerbo. We need to scour the hospital and try to find him. So, yeah, I'm gonna collect myself after all of that, and we need to continue down the hallway.
All right. As you turn around and you say that, at the end of the hallway, you hear I guess all of you hear it, even Victor and Aleister that are in the room as you're heading towards the door, and Julian's inspecting that body, stands up and turns around and says that to you. You hear a very mechanical meow at the end of the hallway.
A mechanical meow?
Yeah, like a robot kind of meow sound. Like a meow, but it's like got auto-tune on it.
Interesting.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
And Julian can look that direction
Yeah,
at the moment.
I'll look that direction. Sure.
So you see a cat at the end of the hallway, but it's not an ordinary cat.
There's no such
Are
thing as
any
an
of them,
ordinary
though?
cat.
There are no we found one ordinary cat.
Gerbo's
ever.
cat. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Gerbo's
cat.
That's the
So-
only one.
Mrs. Tiddlywinks.
You see that this cat is not fully a cat. It's also one of these similar makeup of the reanimated constructs that you just fought. But its tail is like this it's like a mechanical tail with a like syringe at the end of it. It looks at you and its eyes just like flash and like piercing gaze at you, and then it runs inside of a room all the way at the end of the hallway.
Well, I don't think it's limited to humanoid creatures, apparently.
What isn't? What'd you see?
I looked in that direction and saw what essentially I could describe as a feline version of the construct we just encountered, but of course a little bit different. And this one was far more, or at least looked far more nimble and some sort of sentience in it, at least awareness of what's happening, what's going on.
So you're saying it was like a cat?
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
Which way did it go?
The direction I was looking.
Oh.
You guys were looking the other way.
Well, they were still making their way out of the room.
Yeah. So I was still in the hallway, so it's further down the hallway, essentially. It darted off.
And that's not the way we came, right? That's the other way?
No.
It's the other way. Which means
Well, we were going that way anyway.
Which means that someone else knows that we're here, so we need to hurry this up. Because if Gerbo is here and is in danger, we just accelerated that process.
I get the feeling that if Gerbo were in any kind of danger that would come to a head right now, it probably would be too late. I mean, it's been, 5 days? Most threats don't move that slowly.
Unless they're holding hostages.
Well, if they were holding hostages, then when people approach is maybe the worst time to get rid of them, don't you think?
Or we find ourselves lured in again and baited into another trap.
See, that sounds more accurate, but I would say the Gerbo is in no danger until we get there.
I certainly hope so. But the longer we stick around with, our thumbs up our asses, we're not going to get anything done.
Victor's going to leave now and just start running down the hallway
Okay.
at towards where he's pointed.
Wait, running?
Well, briskly jogging.
Okay, but you're not stealthing anymore is what I'm hearing.
I don't think I can be in stealth if we were just in a battle.
Yeah,
That stealth broke a while ago.
yeah, it
I
definitely
mean,
did.
you could theoretically re-stealth, but the
Yes,
point of us
yes, you
stealthing
could,
is
but
kind
you'd
of
need to,
lost.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're running down the hallway and you see there's a room to your right at the end of the hallway. That's the only room that this cat could have possibly gone into, to your knowledge. Julian saw him run in there, but you imagine that this is the last room.
Okay, so it's the last room at the end of a hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know what? I'll go ahead and try now that I'm at the doorway, and I imagine the other guys might follow me at some point. I'm going to go ahead and try to stealth again just so I can look in that room without them seeing me.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens. Okay, I guess I fall down too. I just rolled a 1.
So you're looking in the room. What are you other two doing?
I'm gonna go ahead and collect myself and immediately follow after Victor.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll follow
Aleister.
after Julian.
Okay. So Victor gets there first. He looks into the room and you see like a big shower room. There's multiple faucets lining the walls on both the right and left side. There's a door on the other side of the room. A big metal door. And in front of that door there's another humanoid reanimated construct, but it looks to be powered off. There's no whirring sound or anything like that. It's just kind of standing there hunched over and crumpled. Doesn't seem to be powered on or alive or anything.
Okay, so the room has one unpowered construct and a door at the other side of the room, and there's nothing else in there that I can see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll just wait for the other guys to catch up.
This doorway does have a door on it.
Okay, so I tried to be stealthy and I failed.
Well, I mean, the door was open.
Oh.
But it's the same kind of door that you see closed on the other side of the shower room.
Okay. I'll just sort of wait at the doorway for the other two to catch up real quick.
Okay.
Just because I can see
they're
one
caught
of those
up.
guys that I just fought and wasn't super successful at, and I'm not very confident that I can take them by myself right now, even though I probably could.
They're with you now.
Okay. Julian, there's another one of those things over there, but it's not moving.
Don't touch it. Don't bite it.
I wasn't going to. It doesn't look very tempting.
I know, but just cautioning. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna open up the door and see what's in there. We need to find.
No, it's open.
Oh, it's
the
open.
door is open.
my
Yeah.
bad.
There's a closed door on the other side of the shower room.
That's the one I meant. The other side of the shower.
Okay,
room.
so you're going inside the room.
Yes.
What are the other two doing?
I'll go ahead and follow Julian in, just to see what he's doing, because he's muttering to himself again.
And Aleister?
I'm going to go into the room, but kind of steer clear of the construct still, and just kind of wait.
Okay.
I don't really want to be the one to open that door.
All right. So all of you are in the room now?
I guess so.
Yes.
Okay, so Julian, you go to the end of the room. You walk around the construct, and it seems to still just be dead. You try to pull the latch down or up, but you're just trying to. Big metal door. It's got a big latch.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem to open. You hear behind y'all at the doorway you came in. The door closes and you hear a chink as it locks.
Mm-hmm.
The construct powers up. He's got one clamp hand and he has another hand that's more like looks kind of like almost like a gun hand kind of deal. He powers up and
Invites us for tea.
Yeah, that's it.
No.
as it's powering up, it seems to start just clunking and glitching kind of deal. And then it powers back down. And all of a sudden, a green gas starts coming out of the shower heads.
Wonderful.
Julian is wearing a mask.
Yep.
Still, you never took it off.
Never took it
This
off.
will not affect Julian at all.
Congratulations.
It's the one thing I got going on for me.
And Victor and Aleister are dead.
Victor is dead.
Tune in next week for Max.
I think maybe I'll take a stab at whatever they did.
All right, so who has the lowest HP?
That would be Victor.
I do. 31.
31. Okay. The gas, you start to feel sleepy and you collapse on the ground. You fall asleep. Aleister, how much
41.
HP do you have? You as well.
If all they wanted me to do was go to sleep, they just had to ask.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. You just curl up and get comfortable
That sounds
and
more
fall
accurate.
asleep. and Julian, you watch both of them. You watch Victor just like
Fall like a bag of rocks.
yeah, he falls hard, and you just watch. Over in the corner, you see Aleister just curl up really quickly and fall asleep. And the air starts to, vents open up in the ceiling, and the gas is sucked out of the room.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear the door that you were just trying to get through behind you, since you were looking back at everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
You hear the trink as the door unlocks, and you hear it creaking as it opens behind you.
I'm going to turn around and see if I can draw the lightning gun.
Don't be alarmed, Julian. Your friends are still alive.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, everybody. It's Victor.
No, it's not. It's Adam, your DM. Victor is asleep, and he can't come and do outros right now.
Yeah.
So who's this new mystery dude that is apparently making fleshy constructs, mechanical zombies, walking through the halls of the hospital, picking up corpses, throwing them on gurneys? What are they doing with those bodies? They just making more constructs? Well, I don't know. Maybe they are. Aleister seemed to enjoy my trap. I mean, I wish more people appreciated my traps. Aleister, he just curled up and enjoying himself. We all know Aleister loves naps, so. Anyways, Julian seems to know who this person is. I wonder what that's all about. I guess we'll find out in the next episode. But you know what? I gotta plug links and all that good stuff. Of course, you can find everything Microphones and Monsters at microphonesandmonsters.com. We do have a Patreon now. We have mentioned it before. If you would like to support us, we only have one tier right now. It is a $1 tier, just $1 to support us. Every little bit helps. We have said it before as well. We are in the works on more bonus content and to create more tiers on Patreon. We will be bringing up some stuff here in the near future on that, and even asking for listener submissions on things that you would like to see, or us turning something that you submit into bonus content. If you want to support us in a free way, you don't have to spend any money. You can always leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Podchaser, or wherever you listen to us at, and they give you that ability. It allows other people to see us, see what you think about us, and they're like, hey, this person liked them. I might like them too. I like what that review said. Maybe I want to check this out now. Microphones and Monsters, man. These guys sound awesome. Let's get on that shit. All the music here on Microphones and Monsters is written and produced by Marco Mazzei from Fallen Highway Studios. We love you all for listening and the amazing support that we've gotten so far, and it's thank you so much, and hope you join us next time here on Microphones and Monsters.
Bye-bye.